mean, what am I supposed to do other than just say Cobra 3 this, Cobra 3 that? Seriously, there's nothing just but Cobra. Oh wait, am I recording? Bleep! I'll then assume you're here for the guide on ships, or at least some information that will help you choose your next ship after the starter Winder. Maybe you just picked up Elite for the first time on that free week on Epic Store or whatnot, but regardless, so I guess I can give you some pointers. First, everyone's gonna be looking at that cheap Eagle as an upgrade, but curiously for my first playthrough I skipped it and only picked it up after I reached the most expensive ship, and I tell ya, I missed out. Thing is, Eagle is great, like a properly awesome ship to swap to. Now, it won't do any mechanical good as it's slightly better than the starter ship, but my god, it's so much prettier and cooler to fly. So, for change of scenery, go pick it up. Oh, and additionally, if you need help, well, I did make a beginner's guide for Elite in general, in case you need some help getting started, you know. And among other videos, it will be listed in the description. And that includes some good ways to make money for these ships. But anyways, back to the ships. Now we got the Hauler. Well, just for the love of all that's unholy and tainted, don't touch the Fiat multiple of Elite Dangerous. It's fugly and stupid and only good as a taxi. And you know what? No, scratch the Fiat multiple part. Hauler is more like what happens when Fiat multiple has rage fucked a Chrysler Cruiser. Instead, an actual upgrade ship is the Adder, a bigger, more capable ship that was my second ship. In fact, even to this day, I try to go with this ship when I do speedruns and whatnot else. Since it does have a medium hardpoint, I can equip the seismic missile and go explode some rocks. And the funny thing is, one of those rocks of a certain good type guarantees a massive boost in profits, allowing me to quickly buy another ship. But even without that, I really like the ship, and as I said in my quote-unquote review, it's a stepping stone, a pavement slab for the real mainstay ship upgrade. Next then is Imperial Eagle. All the ship is a copy-paste of the Eagle for more money and little performance. Just avoid it unless you feel the fabulous streak hit you. Ah, here comes Cobra! Shut the fuck up, Bob! Go die in a train wreck! But yeah, here comes the Cobra 3. While I agree Viper 3 is a cheaper, nicer option for combat, well, it's only good for combat and won't have the flexibility that the Cobra offers. Really, the only reason to skip Cobra 3 is to have just too much money so that you can buy a bigger ship. So really, I could just stop the discussion here. But you know, even though Cobra is, and always will be, so fucking good it hurts, I better describe what to pick next, just in case. So after Cobra 3, because it's so good, you have a bunch of ships that are what I call eternally questioning. Like the frat gals who are experimenting with lesbianism. Like for example, Viper 4. This basically is like a gal who's as pretty as a dump truck, so pumping steroids and shredding muscles is the only thing left for it. Basically, it's not worth it. The game's meta just makes it obsolete. Then we have this one, the DBS. No, it's not Aston Martin, though it is cool looking, and it costs too much and does too little for it. Actually, come to think of it, it is Aston Martin, so take your pick, but I would avoid it. After that, we got Cobra 4, that literally no player can get these days anyway, so let's just move on. But trust me, you ain't missing shit. The ship literally is the worst aborted fetus in Alabama. Type 6, actually not a bad idea, if you're big on trade. But please know that money making ain't that good with the default trade. In fact, I have made a couple of videos on how to make good cash. Again, links in the description, so maybe saving your cash would be a smarter choice here. Next in the price range we have Dolphin, and it's basically a 50-year-old hooker pretending to be 20. Diamondback Explorer. Now here's a good one. The second longest jump range in the game. Massive fuel tank, but rather lacking fuel scoop. Regardless of that, a fantastic long-range traveling ship. And a pretty good explorer as well, in my eyes. Imperial Courier. It's just weird and requires a rank. Avoid it for now. Keelback, a Type 6 in a thong. More expensive and weirder than Imperial Courier. Well, avoid it unless you're into freaky stuff. Ugh. Next then is Asp Scout. Yeah. So, remember that Cobra 4 that I mentioned? Well, Asp Scout, unlike Mark IV, can be bought, and by all accounts is the second worst puke shit milkshake in Elite. People who fly the ship are the Peugeot drivers of this universe, and if I ever had the choice between a Roman soldier reaching up my anus and pulling out my heart, or flying the ship, I say, bring on the soldier! But finally, after some grinding in Elite, really there are only two choices for a ship after Cobra 3, the Vulture or Asp Explorer. And much like with Viper and Cobra, one is combat tryhard Chad McScrotum Face Man, and the other one's an actual good choice. I'ma let you guess which one's which. But yes, Asp Explorer would be the ultimate long-term mainstay ship for any beginner. While Cobra is good for the first few days playing, ultimately getting Asp Explorer will finally conclude your initiation into Elite's bosom. The mile-wide, inch-deep screenshot-making video game. And having Asp Explorer is basically a must-have for screenshots. After all, the endless Elite meme is Asps in front of things. So go out there and grind some missions and whatnot, make some screenshots and make sure to post the pictures on Reddit and whatnot else for free karma and upvotes. And hey, if you enjoy the content, do subscribe and all that. But if you want to support a little bit more, even a wee bit, check out my Patreon or become a YouTube member. Other than that, to those fresh to Elite, welcome! And remember to never visit official, developer-made Frontier forums. Instead, check out the Reddit. Feel free to thank me later.